Welcome to Scotland. Yep, I'm back in the Cairngorms, up on the tops, enjoying some real wildlife photography. I am with a couple of other people this week. We left one of them down in the valley, and somebody else has come up with me up onto the tops, and we are literally going out and trying to find some wild hares up here on the tops in the snow rather than back down in the valley. Now, we've been walking for about an hour, and this week I've been fortunate enough to be loaned a thermal imaging scope. Now, I'm going to go into this a bit further later in the video and give you all the specs and all the rest of it, but for now we're just getting geared up because we've just found a hare just up here, nestled in the snow, and we're going to make our way on a long circular route and very slowly and carefully approach the hare and hopefully get some wonderful photos of it just sat enjoying this lovely Scottish weather. So yeah, join me on this video today as we photograph the mountain hares. Okay, well, we've just been up onto the tops here. Fortunately, the thermal scope put out a hare in the snow, and we took quite a long approach, didn't we, Mark? It took us about a good half an hour to make a very slow and steady approach to the hare. Sort of approaching, taking a few steps, waiting 5 minutes, let the hare get used to us, and then moving a little bit closer. And we did that for a good half an hour until we were probably, I don't know, 3-4 meters away from it, and we just sat down in the snow and enjoyed a little bit of hare company. But we couldn't have done it without the scope, could we? It really is. I can't thank Wildlife Camera for loaning us the thermal camera, because when you come out here, you're not going to find them. It's the only way. I mean, we looked through binoculars, scouring the hills, saw nothing. Put the scope up, bang, straight away. The hares were there, and the grouse, loads of grouse around. Yeah. And it's quite good because when you switch to hot on the thermal camera, I need to just get off this ice. Hang on. Whoa, it's a bit slippy. Let's get off here. Okay. Don't stand on that. We need to get down and walk over there. Let me just, there we go. Just stand on that rock and go for it. There you go, you're safe. Whew. But no, the thermal camera sort of identifies the grouse because the hotspot is really small, and it just picks out the head of the grouse, whereas when you're on a hare, the hotspot's much bigger. So, you know, Once you locate it with the thermal cam, it's then a point of locating it with the binoculars and then making your approach. And it worked. But what we're going to do now is just have a little walk up, find some shelter, have something to eat. Well, we made our way back down now, and look at this. Blue skies, absolutely fantastic. So we're just going to sort our gear out and go back up just onto the low-lying hills here and get some shots of the hares that are in the grass and the heather just in the valley here. Well, just had an absolutely fantastic encounter of 3. I'm not entirely sure, either golden eagles or white-tailed eagles. They are on the other side of the valley. We saw a couple coming through, and then a third came in, and that got shooed off by one of the other eagles. And then we've just been watching the 2 of them flying on the other side of the valley, just soaring around. I've got a little bit of video. I've no idea how good it is, but it's just the experience of sat here looking through the binoculars and watching them. I was just saying to Mark before, I was saying it would be fantastic if you had a pair of binoculars that would take the picture, because that would have just been superb. I think they've I can't see them now. I think they must have gone over the hill or landed. Superb, guys. It's experiences, it's moments like that that just make it all worthwhile. Just a little bonus to your day, isn't it? Well, what a day. First day here in the Cairngorms. Came out to photograph the mountain hares. The weather was absolutely pretty grim this morning. Very strong winds, low cloud, bit of drizzle, quite mild. It must be about 8 degrees. It was 6 degrees when we pulled up here this morning. But no, we made our way up onto the tops. The thermal imaging camera, the Hick Micro camera, which I'm going to review a bit later on, is what a game changer that was. We were up there in the snow and there is no way that I could have found the hares really without a lot of struggling and a lot of trouble if I didn't have that thermal camera. Proved very, very useful. So yeah, Hick Micro thermal imaging camera. Came back down. Couple of hares just sat in the heather here and the grass. Got some token shots. So yeah, thanks for watching. I'll see everything today.
Yeah, I'm just so used to it.
Okay, so we just stopped for a quick look along the hillside here. Seen plenty of tracks of the hares, no ptarmigan hares yet. We were walking along, we put our crampons on. Literally within 2 minutes, we saw a male ptarmigan.
Clumsiest wildlife photographer, which is why I put off buying a new camera for 4 years. It was quality, wasn't it?
Good day, mate.
What a day, yeah. What a day and what a view as well.